As people struggle to get that COVID-19 vaccine, we're learning more about the rollout process. Vaccinations are ramping up across the state. The goal is 50,000 vaccinations a day. So are we meeting that goal? And how will pharmacies play a role in that rollout? 10 on your side's Marielena Balouris is here with more from the head of Virginia's vaccine program.
Regina, I spoke with Dr. Danny Avola. He's the man leading the charge in getting Virginians vaccinated. He says the biggest issue when it comes to vaccine distribution is supply, but he's hopeful that will improve soon.
50,000 shots in arms. That's the goal Governor Ralph Northam set for the state last month. As of today, the average amount of vaccines distributed is just under 40,000 per day. But Dr. Danny Avola says the state administered roughly 50,000 vaccines during each of the last 4 days of January. The reason 50,000 isn't the average? Avola says it comes down to a lack of supply.
Right now, we're getting about 120,000 new doses per week coming into the state. And until we get to 350,000 doses a week, we're not going to be able to reasonably sustain that 50,000 dose a day pace.
Dr. Avola is hopeful that will improve, with more doses coming from the federal government and pharmacies like CVS soon being able to administer doses. But there are still questions. Who will CVS vaccinate, and how will they follow state priority guidelines?
We will need to work with CVS to determine, are they doing just 65 and overs? Are they doing 65 with underlying conditions? How do we make sure that their registration process takes into account the thousands of people who have already pre-registered in every locality?
While Dr. Avola says this is good news, keep in mind that about half of Virginians are in Phase 1B. So even with new pharmacies distributing shots, this is going to take some time.
If we continue to have a weekly distribution that's around 120,000 doses, it's going to be a while. I would say 2 to 3 months before we work through 1B.
I also spoke with Dr. Avola about what happens after you receive both doses. Are you immune? Can you still pass COVID along to somebody else? Do you have to wear a mask? I'll have his answers to those on WAVY.com. I'm Marielena Balouris, 10 on your side.